Hello, everyone. Welcome back to Speak Next English podcast with us today.
Hey there, friends. We're so excited to talk with you again.
Before we start, please subscribe to Speak Next English podcast right now.
Yes, hit that subscribe button and turn on the notification bell.
Today, we're talking about money and budgeting in our daily lives.
This is such a practical topic that everyone needs to understand.
Money conversations are important, but many people feel uncomfortable discussing them openly.
I agree. Talking about money sometimes feels awkward or too personal.
But learning money vocabulary in English is essential for daily life.
Absolutely, especially if you want to work or travel abroad somewhere.
Let's start with basic money vocabulary that everyone should know well.
Yes, I think starting with basics is the best approach here.
First, let's talk about the word income, which means money earned.
Income is the money I receive from my job every month?
Exactly right. Your salary or wages are your main source of income.
What about people who don't have a regular job or salary?
They might have income from freelance work or their own small business.
So income is basically all the money coming into my pocket.
Perfect understanding, James. That's exactly what income means in English language.
Now, what about the opposite, the money going out from me?
That's called expenses, which are all the costs you pay regularly.
Expenses include things like rent, food, and transportation costs every month?
Exactly. Those are your monthly expenses that you must pay always.
Are there different types of expenses I should know about clearly?
Yes, we divide expenses into two main categories for a better understanding.
Two categories. What are they and how are they different exactly?
The first category is fixed expenses, which stay the same monthly.
Fixed expenses, so the amount doesn't change from month to month.
Exactly right, like your rent is probably the same every single month.
What are some other examples of fixed expenses in daily life?
Insurance payments, loan payments, and subscription services are usually fixed expenses.
Subscription services. You mean like Netflix or Spotify that I pay?
Yes, those are perfect examples of fixed monthly subscription expenses, James.
What's the second category of expenses we should know about today?
The second category is variable expenses, which change every single month.
Variable expenses. Change, so they're not the same amount each time?
Exactly, like your electricity bill might be different every single month.
Because I use more electricity in summer for air conditioning, probably.
Perfect example, James. Weather affects your electricity usage and bill amount.
What are other common examples of variable expenses in everyday life?
Food costs, entertainment, and transportation can all vary each month significantly.
Transportation varies because sometimes I take more trips than other months.
Exactly right. Your needs change, so your expenses change too, naturally.
Now, let's talk about budgeting, which I find really difficult, honestly.
Budgeting is challenging for many people, so you're not alone at all.
What exactly is a budget and why do I need one?
A budget is a plan for how you'll spend your money.
So I decide in advance where my money will go monthly.
Exactly, instead of spending randomly and hoping money lasts until month end.
That makes sense. Planning helps me control my spending better, I think.
Yes, people with budgets have less financial stress and save more.
How do I create a budget that actually works for me?
First, calculate your total monthly income from all sources you have.
All sources, so my salary plus any side income I earn.
Exactly right. Add everything together to know your total available money.
What's the second step after knowing my total monthly income amount?
List all your expenses, both fixed and variable ones we discussed.
Should I guess the variable expenses or use actual numbers somehow?
Look at your bank statements from past months for accurate estimates.
Bank statements show exactly what I spent on different things previously.
Yes, most banks categorize your spending automatically now for your convenience.
That's helpful because I don't remember everything I bought last month.
Technology makes budgeting much easier than it was years ago, definitely.
What's the third step in creating my personal monthly budget plan?
Subtract your total expenses from your total income to see what remains.
What remains is the money I can save or spend freely?
Ideally, yes, but many people find their expenses exceed their income.
Exceed their income, so they spend more than they actually earn.
Exactly, and that's when people go into debt or financial trouble.
Debt is borrowed money that I have to pay back later.
Yes, with interest added, which makes it cost even more eventually.
Interest is extra money I pay for borrowing someone else's money.
Exactly right, James. Interest is the cost of using borrowed money.
So I should try to avoid debt whenever possible in life.
Yes, avoiding unnecessary debt is one of the best financial decisions.
What if my expenses are higher than my income right now?
Then you need to either increase income or decrease expenses somehow.
Increase income means getting a better job or starting side work.
Yes, or asking for a raise at your current job position.
What about decreasing expenses? How can I do that effectively today?
Look at your variable expenses first because those are easier to cut.
So I can't easily cut rent, but I can reduce entertainment.
Exactly. Fixed expenses are harder to change in the short term.
What are some practical ways to reduce my variable expenses immediately?
Cook at home instead of eating at restaurants frequently every week.
Eating at home is much cheaper than restaurant food, always?
Yes, restaurant food costs 3 to 5 times more than home cooking.
3 to 5 times more? Wow, that's a huge difference, honestly.
And home cooking is usually healthier too, so double benefit there.
What other ways can I reduce my spending without feeling miserable?
Cancel subscriptions you don't actually use regularly or need at all.
I probably have subscriptions I forgot about and never use anymore.
Most people do. Check your bank statements for recurring charges.
Recurring charges are payments that hop in automatically every month without asking.
Exactly right. These add up quickly and waste money on unused services.
What about big purchases like phones or computers? Any advice there?
Wait for sales and compare prices before buying anything expensive always.
Compare prices. You mean check different stores for the best deal?
Yes, and online shopping makes comparing prices much easier than before.
Should I buy things on credit cards or pay cash immediately?
Pay cash or debit whenever possible to avoid credit card debt.
Credit card debt is dangerous because of high interest rates, right?
Exactly. Credit card interest rates are usually very high, around 20%.
20% interest means I pay much more than the original price.
Yes, a $100 purchase becomes $120.
That's like throwing $20 away for no good reason at all.
Exactly, which is why avoiding credit card debt is so important.
Now let's talk about saving money, which I find really hard.
Saving is difficult for everyone, especially when starting out initially in life.
Why is saving money so hard even when I want to?
Because we're naturally tempted to spend money on things we want now.
Instant gratification, getting pleasure immediately instead of waiting for later benefits?
Exactly right, James. Our brains prefer immediate rewards over future ones.
So how can I overcome this natural tendency and save successfully?
Use the pay yourself first strategy that financial experts recommend always.
Pay yourself first. What does that phrase mean exactly in practice?
It means saving money before you pay any bills or expenses.
But shouldn't I pay my bills first to avoid late fees?
Save first, then pay bills with what remains in your account.
How much should I save each month from my total income?
Financial experts recommend saving at least 20% of your income.
20% seems like a lot when I have bills to pay.
Start with whatever you can. Even 5% is better than nothing.
5% of my income is better than 0% savings?
Absolutely yes, and you can gradually increase the percentage over time.
Where should I keep my savings? In my regular checking account?
No, put savings in a separate savings account you don't touch.
Why should savings be in a separate account from daily spending?
Because money in your checking account is too tempting to spend.
Out of sight, out of mind, so I forget about it.
Exactly, and savings accounts usually earn interest on your money too.
Interest on savings means my money grows slowly over time automatically.
Yes, though savings account interest rates are quite low currently nowadays.
But something is better than nothing. Even small interest helps me.
Absolutely, every little bit adds up over months and years ahead.
What should I save money for specifically in my daily life?
First, build an emergency fund for unexpected expenses or problems ahead.
Emergency fund. What kind of emergencies are we talking about here?
Car repairs, medical bills, or sudden job loss are common emergencies, unfortunately.
How much money should be in my emergency fund, total amount?
Financial experts recommend 3 to 6 months of living expenses saved.
3 to 6 months of expenses. That's a lot of money.
It is, but start small and build it gradually over time.
What if I have an emergency before my fund is ready?
That's why we start building it now, not waiting until emergency happens.
After emergency fund, what else should I save money for exactly?
Save for specific goals like vacation, car, or down payment for home.
Down payment is money I pay up front when buying something expensive.
Exactly, like when buying a house or car with a loan.
Bigger down payment means smaller loan and less interest paid overall.
Perfect understanding, James. That's exactly how down payments work for purchases.
Now let's talk about common money mistakes people make in daily life.
Yes, learning from common mistakes helps you avoid them in future.
What's the biggest money mistake people make according to financial experts?
Not having any budget or financial plan for their money at all.
So just spending whatever they want without thinking about the consequences later.
Exactly. Then they wonder why they're always broke at month end.
Broke means having no money left after paying expenses and spending.
Yes, broke is informal English for having zero money available currently.
What's the second most common money mistake people make regularly nowadays?
Buying things on impulse without thinking whether they really need them.
Impulse buying, so purchasing something suddenly without planning ahead for it.
Exactly. You see something and buy it immediately without considering budget.
How can I avoid impulse buying when shopping at stores or online?
Use the 24-hour rule before buying anything over $50.
24-hour rule means I wait one full day before purchasing.
Yes, if you still want it tomorrow, then consider buying it.
Usually the desire to buy fades away after waiting one day.
Exactly. Most impulse purchases aren't things we actually need or want.
What's another common money mistake I should avoid in daily life?
Not comparing prices and paying more than necessary for the same items.
So I should shop around before buying anything important or expensive.
Yes, especially for big purchases like electronics or furniture for home.
How much money can I save by comparing prices at stores?
Sometimes 20 to 30% or more for identical products available.
20 to 30% savings just from spending time comparing prices?
Yes, 10 minutes of research can save you hundreds of dollars.
That's definitely worth the effort for big purchases, I think clearly.
Absolutely. Smart shopping is an important skill for managing money well.
What about using coupons and discount codes when shopping for items?
Coupons are great, but only for things you actually need already.
So I shouldn't buy something just because I have a coupon.
Exactly right. That's still wasting money on unnecessary items you don't need.
True, saving 30% on something useless is still wasting money completely.
Now let's talk about money conversations in English for practical situations.
Yes, what expressions should I know for talking about money clearly?
First, learn how to politely ask about prices in different situations.
How much does this cost is the basic question, right?
Yes, or you can say, "How much is this?" more casually.
Are there more polite ways to ask about price in English?
You can say, "What's the price of this?" or "Could you tell me the price, please?"
These sound more formal and polite for professional situations, I think.
Exactly. Use formal language in business settings and casual language with friends.
What if I think something is too expensive for me?
You can say, "That's a bit out of my budget right now."
Out of my budget means I can't afford it currently available.
Exactly. It's a polite way to say something costs too much.
What if I want to negotiate and ask for a lower price?
You can say, "Is there any room for negotiation on price?"
Or could you offer me a better price, perhaps, for this?
Perfect. Those are polite ways to negotiate without being rude or pushy.
In which situations is negotiating price acceptable in English-speaking countries?
Markets, car dealers, and some small businesses accept price negotiation usually.
But not in regular stores like supermarkets or chain stores, right?
Correct. Big chain stores have fixed prices. You cannot negotiate down.
What expressions should I know for talking about my salary clearly?
Instead of saying exact numbers, you can say, "I make decent money."
Decent money means enough to live comfortably but not wealthy exactly.
Yes, it's vague enough to avoid giving specific salary information away.
Why do English speakers avoid mentioning exact salary numbers to each other?
Because salary is considered private information in many English-speaking cultures.
So asking someone how much do you make is considered rude.
Yes, very rude unless you're very close friends or family members.
What if someone asks me directly about my salary amount awkwardly?
You can politely say, "I'd rather not discuss specific numbers, please."
That's a polite way to refuse answering without being mean or aggressive.
Exactly. It sets a boundary while maintaining politeness in the conversation.
What about discussing bills and expenses with roommates or family members?
That's completely normal and necessary to split costs fairly among everyone.
What expressions are useful for discussing shared expenses with others clearly?
You can say, "Let's split this 50-50 for equal sharing."
50-50 means dividing the cost exactly in half between two people?
Exactly. Or you can say, "Let's go Dutch," which means same thing.
Go Dutch. That's an interesting expression I haven't heard before now.
It's informal English meaning everyone pays for their own portion or share.
What if 3 people need to split a bill at a restaurant?
You can say, "Let's split this 3 ways, equally among us."
What if someone paid more than their share previously, last time?
You can say, "I owe you money from last time, remember?"
Owe you money means I need to pay you back money borrowed.
Exactly right. It acknowledges your debt to that person clearly and directly.
Now let's discuss practical tips for managing money better in daily life.
Yes, these tips will help everyone improve their financial situation gradually over time.
What's the first practical tip you recommend for better money management?
Track every single expense for 1 month to understand spending patterns.
Every single expense, even small things like coffee or snacks purchased?
Yes, small expenses add up quickly and create big money leaks.
Money leaks. What does that expression mean exactly in this context?
Money leaks are small, repeated expenses that drain your money without noticing.
Like buying coffee every day instead of making it at home.
Exactly. $5 daily becomes $150 monthly wasted.
$150 monthly is almost $2,000 yearly total.
Yes, small daily habits create huge financial impact over full year.
How should I track my expenses, with an app or notebook?
Either works fine. Choose whatever method you'll actually use consistently every day.
What's the second practical tip for improving my financial situation today?
Review and cancel automatic subscriptions you no longer use or need.
Automatic subscriptions are services charging my card every month automatically, right?
Yes, streaming services, gym memberships, apps charging monthly fees automatically and regularly.
I probably have subscriptions I completely forgot about over the years.
Most people do. Check your bank statements for recurring monthly charges.
What's the third practical money management tip you want to share?
Set up automatic transfers to savings account on your payday immediately.
Automatic transfers mean money moves to savings without me doing anything.
Exactly. Automation removes the temptation to skip saving this month completely.
How much should I automatically transfer to savings each payday regularly?
Start with whatever feels comfortable. Even $20 helps build the habit.
$20 per paycheck doesn't sound like very much money, honestly.
But $20 twice monthly becomes almost $500 yearly saved.
$500 is a good start for an emergency fund, I suppose.
Absolutely, and you can increase the amount as you get comfortable.
What's the fourth tip for better money management in everyday life?
Use cash for discretionary spending instead of cards for better control.
Discretionary spending means money for wants, not needs, like entertainment costs.
Exactly. Non-essential expenses that you choose to spend money on freely.
Why is using cash better than using cards for this spending?
Because physically seeing money leave your wallet makes spending feel more real.
Swiping a card doesn't feel like real money leaving my possession.
Exactly. It's abstract and easy to overspend without realizing actual amount.
So I should withdraw a set amount weekly for discretionary spending.
Yes, and when the cash is gone, no more spending until next week.
That forces me to budget better and think before every purchase.
Exactly right. It creates natural spending limits that cards don't provide.
What's the fifth and final practical money tip you recommend today?
Have regular money check-ins with yourself monthly to review your progress.
Money check-ins, so I review my budget and spending monthly.
Yes, see what worked well and what needs improvement for next month.
Should I write down my observations from these monthly check-ins?
Absolutely. Writing helps you identify patterns and make better decisions going forward.
This is such valuable information for managing money better in life.
Money management is a skill everyone can learn with practice and patience.
Let's summarize the key points we discussed in this episode today.
Yes, let's review the most important vocabulary and concepts we covered.
We learned about income, which is money earned from work or business.
And expenses, which are costs we pay for living and enjoying life.
Fixed expenses stay the same monthly, like rent and insurance payments.
Variable expenses change monthly, like food, entertainment, and utilities consumed or used.
A budget is a plan for spending and saving money wisely.
Creating a budget involves calculating income and listing all expenses carefully.
We should save at least 5 to 20% of income regularly.
Emergency funds should cover 3 to 6 months of living expenses ideally.
Mistakes include no budget, impulse buying, and not comparing prices.
We learned polite expressions for discussing prices and money in English.
Track expenses, cancel unused subscriptions, and automate savings for better results.
Use cash for discretionary spending and have monthly money check-ins.
These practical tips will help everyone improve their financial situation gradually.
Remember, small, consistent actions create big changes over time in finances.
Thank you so much for this incredibly useful conversation about money.
Thank you, James, for asking such great questions throughout this discussion.
I think everyone will benefit from this practical money management information.
That's our goal, providing useful English lessons for real daily life.
Thank you, everyone, for listening to Speak Next English podcast with us today.
Thank you. Really appreciate you spending your time learning English with us.
Please subscribe to our channel if you haven't already done so.
Click the bell icon to get notified about our new episodes.
Leave a comment telling us your biggest money management challenge in life.
We love reading your comments and learning about your experiences always,
Share this episode with friends who want to improve their English.
especially those interested in practical vocabulary for daily life situations and conversations.
Until next time, keep practicing your English and managing money wisely.
Remember, learning English opens doors to better financial opportunities in life.
Goodbye, everyone. We'll see you in our next episode very soon.
Keep learning, keep growing, and keep speaking English confidently every single day.